A very warm welcome. Today we have with us Mr. Subhash Singh Punjabi, who is the CISO and Head of Enterprise Architect at Deepak Fertilizer and Petrochemicals Corporation. A very warm welcome, sir. Thank you for joining at CXOTV.
Thank you very much for providing this opportunity.
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure to have you. So before we actually deep dive into the entire conversation, into the most happening thing, rather the most concerned thing is about cybersecurity in today's era or world we call. So before that, we would actually like to hear from you how your journey and experience has been over the past few decades that you have spent in the industry. If you can share some insights with us, to the audience.
Okay. So, hi, Urmi. So, in this field, like in the IT, so I've done all my career is in IT only. Since I've started with the basic, we can say the programmer type of thing, and then reach up to this. I've got around 30 years of experience. So, I done all the things. I was various places. I've done 2-3 stint of CIO. Now I'm handling here as a CISO plus enterprise architect and the all the major projects like smart factory. That are the major things what I am doing here.
Okay, that's interesting. And when we actually talk about cybersecurity, there must be some tremendous amount of unique challenges that we call, especially when it comes to the chemical manufacturing companies.
Sure.
So, how do you actually address them? And in your role as a CISO, and while also the major concern is to keep the data protected and which is actually very sensitive, and the intellectual property as well. So if you can let us know on that.
Correct. See, now if we talk about cybersecurity, so it is near about common for all the industry. If you check about the chemical industry, then we have to talk about the industry wise, factory wise, what are the challenges. When we talk about chemical industry or fertilizer industry, they are very, very much connected. Correct. There is something called, but all the things in their shop floor, you can't see any person as such. It's like it is all these things getting controlled through the DCS. So we have PLCs, we have various control systems like what we talk about DCS. We have some your energy emission systems. And all these, they are what there some sensors are there. From that sensor, we get all this data. Now, as such, as of now, various companies they have got their silos. That control rooms are in silos, and they are working on it. Till we can say till yesteryear, we can say maybe till today, various systems are in maybe in the silos. So this particular thing, if it is in silos, then cybersecurity issues are not that paramount. But nowadays, we can't keep everything in silos because we want to go ahead with the doing some smart factory. Means connecting your shop floor to top floor.
Absolutely.
And for that, what happened, this particular control rooms, what we are talking about silos, that has to be connected to IT and we should get all this information in our by a dashboard. Okay, what is happening? How your production is moving? What is the efficiency? What are the breakdowns? How we can do the predictive maintenance of our all the shop floors, all the machineries and all that thing. Correct.
Right.
Also, major thing is your cost of production. So, what should be the parameters where you can keep your cost of production at the optimal level? And the last but not least is your quality of your product. For all these things, if you have got some connected thing from shop floor to top floor, then that decisions can be taken. As of now, what happened is that everything is silo, so that data we need to go and take. So decisions are not immediate. There is a lag between decision and the data. So data becomes data to make that data to information. As of now, it's a delay. But we are already on the journey of smart factory, where this data will give you the insight to what is happening, and we can take a immediate decisions on that.
Right.
There, once we do that, then there are the multiple challenges of security. Is that the whatsoever equipment as of now we have got OT equipments or machineries, they are too old. Normally in IT we have some refresh cycle, but OT we don't have. So that particular things are old machineries, old OT systems. So connectivity And once we do the connectivity, then we have to think about it should be properly secured and no other person should tackle that, or maybe they hack that system. So there the challenges are, as it is a OT system, it is not clear cut. We know what are the total infrastructure inventory of that. But there are multiple things available. So to get to know that first and then act on it, correct? And we can say the control that properly so that external hacker should not come there. It's a major challenge which we are working on that.
All right. So, no, while we are mentioning about cybersecurity, it's all because of the amount of digital transformation that is happening.
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So, can you share some of the insights on the significance of a secure digital transformation in the chemical manufacturing and the role of enterprise architecture in this context?
Correct. So what happened here for your digital transformation? First and foremost, it uses your cloud infrastructure is giving us a very good benefit, but it's a fast to market. So we have already started journey with cloud and also various SaaS products. We have to take it where the systems are available, and we don't have to again reinvent the wheel. We have to utilize that. And again, more point here, we can say more a point where we have to give thirst is your whatsoever we are doing in the digital transformation or smart factory. It's very new thing. So we have to do some POCs of it. We have to try something. Correct. We don't know that this is the only optimum way to do. So we have to actually do something and find out the fast pace what is there. So where we say that it's a fail fast technology. So we have to fail fast and again take something new. So for that, these type of things when in architecture comes, we don't seem that we should have our infrastructure available, and then we should do if it is on premise. But here we can use mainly through the cloud, where we can take your infrastructure immediately, try out, and then come up with the optimum solution for our business use.
So, when it comes to cybersecurity threats, it's constantly evolving. So, how do you think that your team is staying updated on the latest cybersecurity threats and actually adapting to the emerging trends within the chemical and manufacturing domain?
Right. So here what happened now, there are the various ways to do. What I do for this or what we have done is that we are attached to various community in the cybersecurity. So from there, what should we discuss? Also various things, news are coming up. You talk about the certain also, correct? So from there we get various information. That is the one thing which has happened, correct? But that is the one thing what we have to do extra, or what are the new threats are coming up. That is the awareness. Considering then attaching, or I send my team also for various conferences where they can understand. The networking is a key to it. Another part, what we do, whatever we have. So this is one part what we should know, what is the emerging threat. But whatever we are having a controls, that control also various type, what we feel that they are okay with the issues whatsoever are we know. But there are some new issues, new emerging trends are coming up, and our controls whatsoever there that may not be useful to it. And that time it is not adequate for that. For that, we should do the red teaming, we should do breach attack simulation. So that are the things what we do here. So we do breach attack simulation, we come to know that some of the controls what we thought is in place. As of now, as of today, it is not, we can say adequate, and we have to see something else. So we normally go ahead and use that also.
Okay.
Or maybe the misconfiguration, because mainly when we talk about the security issues, various time we see that misconfiguration is a part. We have multiple tools available. Tools are very good, but if you are not configured properly, you may be in trouble. So that also the key part. So we keep that checking that we have multiple audits which is going on. We can say review. We are already ISO 27001, so that audit they take. We do our own audit yearly once from some external agency. to see where we are, what is our cyber security posture, what is our resilience. So that's the way we can go ahead, because everybody is facing this issue. When we say that emerging threats, so they are bound to come.
Absolutely. And they would be varying or rather differing from industry, and as you
Correct.
mentioned.
Correct.
But right, sir. So, as we talk about cybersecurity, and especially when it comes to the chemical manufacturing industry, sustainability has been a concern.
Yeah. Right.
Right. So, can you discuss the intersection of cybersecurity and sustainability in the chemical manufacturing industry, and how these aspects impact the overall business operations?
Now, cyber security and if we talk about sustainability, these are actually two different points. They are not. Cyber security is everywhere the issues are there, right? Means it may be anything. But when you talk about sustainability is very pertinent, important for the chemical industry.
Absolutely.
Because there are two things why it is. First thing, it is hazardous for us. This industry is hazardous. Another thing is that this is the industry where majority of carbon emission happens. Correct. And the process itself is that way it is there. Correct. So we couldn't help to it. But what we have done is that now for our industry or any industry, chemical industry, normally they have a separate team to handle this safety and sustainability. So when we talk about sustainability, we have systems in place where we get a real time or near real time what are the emissions are happening, what we have in place at our exactly site, correct, and what we need to do to it, correct. Then we are also reporting this our BRSR report to SEBI, saying that where we are, how much is there, and it's a chain. It's not only one thing, correct. So scope is there. What happens when we say carbon emission? We have to see ourselves, we have to see our vendor, we have to see our customers. When this total chain is controlled, you can say that yes, now you are at some level. Now various companies are saying they are going for net zero and all that things, correct? But it's a long way to go. We can't say where, but control we have to do, and monitoring is must for it.
Absolutely.
That is also our social responsibility to do.
Absolutely.
They are having a proper team. They are heading that. There is a leader also for that team. They are heading and they are working on this particular thing.
So, as you mentioned, it's absolutely correct that when it comes to sustainability, it is our concern, and especially to protect the environment from harmful
Correct.
emission. At least, if not evade those, but at least to have no control over it. So, would you like to mention some of the key methods that are being implemented to bring this change that is required?
Like suppose we for in our now recently we have gone with the various plants we use solar more than the normal. We use steam power.
Okay.
Correct. So when we say when we talk about the electricity, correct. Then we also in the sustainability we also promote MSME segment, so that it is also parts of where some MSME partners we are giving them the order and we are keeping them as our partner, right? So that are the things we are doing. We are measuring what else we can do for it. So there are the multiple things in sustainability what we talk, and on each front we have to work.
Right.
Bit by bit it happens. As I saying, we have a G-lens system where all this whatsoever we are emitting from that, what is happening? We have got a ETP plant in place. So where the effluent treatment we do, if we got something, we segregate that properly. We reuse various material. Various material we reuse. So whatsoever is the waste of one particular, we can say the product, the sub-product or the maybe the whatsoever we are getting from that particular product as a use, that we can use for different purpose.
Right. It's overall continuous process.
So we normally use that. Somewhere we use that. And if you couldn't use, then we have to dispose of in a very we can say holistic way, so that it should not get like whatsoever water we are using here. The last stage we use that for our gardening and all that things.
Okay. So, in this context of chemical manufacturing, how do you actually balance the need for data protection with the growing demand for connectivity and data sharing among the stakeholders.
Yes, yes, yes. It is very important for us. When we talk about data protection, is very important because there are various things. When we have got our own some details, correct, and then the some outside data. So what we do with that, no, we have a multiple systems in place. Like we do data classification first. So whatsoever your data is there, we have something called mobile device management system. So whatsoever there in your mobile, that data is also controlled. We can wipe up that from outside. We have got multiple laptops, so laptops are also encrypted. So even if something happens to it, even if you lose your laptop theft is there. Then also your data or information will not get leaked. That is very important for us because you see, laptop has got some value, 60,000, 70,000, but data it's in value.
Mm.
So the organization has to protect that much.
Right. Yeah, data has been the current fuel. You cannot do away with that.
Correct, sir.
So, yeah, moving further, when we discuss around the chemical manufacturing industry, supply chain management is heavily relied upon. So, how do you, especially also when we talk about the COVID times and pre and post COVID scenarios have been pretty different. So, how do you exactly address the cybersecurity risk within the supply chain, and what strategies do you employ to secure it effectively?
See, first thing that we already embraced with the latest technology like your zero trust. So we have a zero trust in place. So whenever people are attaching or coming into our network, they have to have maybe the device provided by our office itself. It's an authorized device, we can say. And another thing is there is a MFA. So if they want to connect, it's a MFA. It's not that anybody else can join directly. So that is the one thing. Then we have also controlled the linear movement into it. If it's come, it will not go. And we have given a specific authorization. Micro level authorization is there. The micro segmentation is done. Correct. Which is required because if somebody comes in, there is a big way that they can do something in hacking on our system. So it's better to have a segmentation. So even if something happens, correct, it will be at a small base. So whatever what we now everybody should learn from this is that security can't be 100, correct? It's always 99 point something, correct? So you have to have a cyber resilience. We can't say that we have done everything. So resilience should be there. So if we say even if something happens, what is the plan B?
Right.
Be available. Always we can't be available with that. When we say about ransomware, if you have something plan B available, even if some hack happen, your data is encrypted. If you have data in place in your backup or anywhere, which is again protected properly, then you don't have to worry about it.
Absolutely.
Because the thing is that we can't say it will not happen. Nobody can say. Correct. But we should be ready. We should be ready with plan B. We should be ready with the worst thing what can happen, and we are ready to tackle that. I think that is
Action plan needs to be ready.
that is the key actually. We have DR in place. When something happens, our DR is there. So even if something is there, our production will not stop. Our business will not stop. That is very important for us.
That is very important. Correct. So, with the increasing amount of IoT devices and Industry 4.0 technologies, what we are seeing in today's time, what strategies and technologies you think are employing to protect this critical manufacturing processes from cyber threats?
Correct. So as I said you first that we are already now in the process of doing our OT assessment so that there we will understand at what level we are.
Okay.
And this is true for all the organization. Now they have started this journey. Actually, IT security is somewhat matured. But OT security, first thing is that we have to come to the level, we have to do our own assessment, our maturity assessment where we are. We should know the 100% assets. I'm talking about IT OT assets. Like assets which are giving sensors, PNCs, multiple SCADA, correct? These all things are there. So first we have to study on that. Then there are the tools available in the market, like Clarity is there, Microsoft Defender is there, which can give you the details of it, and around 70-80%, not all, because the connectivity should be available. Whatsoever connected there, it will come. With that, you will know that what are the vulnerabilities available as of now, existing in your systems. So you have to do some patch management to it. Again, patch management is not a straightforward. For patch management, you have to, because there are the OEMs available, OEMs involved. You can't go and do the patch management on OEM's machine, like what I talk about DCS or PNC or SCADA. You can't go and put your patches there. You have to involve your OEM. OEM has to check that, and then they can do. Again, in that, there are the different issues, like operating systems, what we use. Correct? If we are using something Windows 7, we can't directly go and do Windows 10.
Right. Right.
It's not very easy, because for that, their product, whatsoever we have, it should support to Windows 10.
Absolutely.
Nowadays, it is there, but there are some of the systems which are not, not compatible with Windows 10. Then what we can do? So we have to keep that Windows 7, because we have to run our business. It's a business, right? It's not an individual person that will say, you will not get this machine. It's not individual. It's a business. It's a machine. Without that, we couldn't run. So then we have to have some compensatory control to it. There are some compensatory control available, that we have to use it. There are some securities available, even if you have got Windows 7, Windows XP, you have the systems available where it can control. There are the tools. So we have to check that tools, use it. It's not straightforward. It is not straightforward. It is a combination of various things.
Understood. Now, as you mentioned about IT and OT, I think that's being the talk currently, and we would love to know your opinion as well in that context. Like, how do you actually see the convergence of IT, OT? How far are we? So, if you can share some light on that.
No. It's very fast. Everybody is working on IT, OT converge. Everybody. Actually, Urvi, I can tell you, this is must. This is not a choice. If you don't merge your IT with OT, OT with IT, either way, then you can't be in business for long.
Yeah.
As of now, people are on that journey. Maybe down the line, after 3-4 years, you may say the whosoever is not converged, they can't be in a industry. And it may be that you might have heard various stories, like BlackBerry, Nokia, and all that thing. So that type of stories may come up, because see, we can't say that there is a cybersecurity threat, so we will not convert OT with IT. We can't say that, right? Because if we don't do, we will not be your business. Then you want to do. So if you want to do, then you have to also act on your cybersecurity base. So it's hands in hands, and believe me that if you talk to maybe companies like us, if you talk to 10 companies, you will heard from 9 companies, they are already on the journey.
On the journey.
Everybody has started journey. Somebody's hired, somebody's maybe in the next, after 4-5 years, you will see that near about all the companies, they have already merged their OT with IT, and they are now going ahead with the multiple things to be merging. But first stage will be completed, surely.
I think that's very important, as you mentioned. The convergence of IT and OT is very much required for businesses. So
also, when we talk about this same thing here, earlier we used to say that we can take that data offline, we can discuss. Nowadays it is not possible, because everything is data driven.
Yeah.
And if you take data, you will do something, then you will miss the opportunity.
Absolutely.
So it's only data driven. Our company's logo is that we have to be a data driven company.
Right. So also, what would be the key trends, as we discussed? What would be the moving key trends and technologies you foresee, which is actually going to bring the amount of influence and the future of cybersecurity and enterprise architecture in chemical manufacturing?
Yeah. See, if we talk first, I will talk about enterprise architecture. So now hybrid is the only way to go. We are already on hybrid. If we talk about the multiple companies are already hybrid, but they may know or may not know. Correct? Because various companies are using SaaS. When we say SaaS, it may be in different data centers. Maybe Azure, maybe your Amazon, maybe Google. But the thing is that, and then some of the things, some SaaS, some product will be there, some product in different hypervisor. Then they have got their own data center outside.
Okay.
It is required. It is required. Without that, it can't be done. Also, there are the now whenever it takes some advisory services, we have to push our data somewhere. But nowadays, advisory services are not that easy to do. Correct? Without data, they can't do anything. So they need a data. So you have to push your data. If you are pushing the data, how you can do? If we talk about data lake, how we can do the data lake? Data lake means you are taking multiple sources data and then you are working on it. If you want to take a multiple source of data, then again the hybrid comes into picture. But it's not that only you have got data at your only in your perimeter. So perimeter has gone and there is nothing called perimeter. Correct? Everywhere there is data is everywhere. So that is the major thing in enterprise architecture we have to see. In enterprise architecture, we have to see how we can leverage whatever we have and whatever is available outside. Nowadays, we say that we want to purchase servers and all that things. And that has gone very less because we have to, but very less. We normally talk about the now as an application as a service directly. We want this application, that's all. So everything is there. We have to utilize it. Number of user, number of tags, number of applications, whatsoever is there. There will be different parameters. Nowadays, nobody is saying that it's a perpetual. Nothing is perpetual. Everything is subscription. So this has been changed. Correct. We have to see how we can have multiple things together also. That is also very important. How we can connect your on-premise data center to your cloud data center and vice versa easily. How we can get that seamlessly. That is very important. So on that front, we were working various things. That is the one thing which is going on. As far as cybersecurity is concerned, now cybersecurity major our focus is on OT side first. But that area is there where we have not done much. If we talk about the IT side, we already have we can say the next generation firewall. We have our ZTNA in place. We have a mobile device management in place. Correct. So if we talk about anything that is there now as of now, but majority part. Also, other thing that we are working is your PAM and PIM, what we talk, privileged identity management. That work we are doing already. So that is the part on IT side. Same thing will be required in the OT side. OT side, we have to decide on what type of services is required. We have our SOC in place. And SOC also we get various things from them. We do monthly discussion with them. What are the things going on? What type of things are, we can say we need to strengthen where, what are our weaknesses in this. So that are the things which need to be done in future. That's all. That only give you the future roadmap.
Absolutely. I think you have given the entire overview as to how the future roadmap is going to lie ahead. So thank you so much, sir, for sharing your time and spending such valuable information with us here to the audience. Thank you once again for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.